Greetings. I gotta let some people get on here. I'm so tired of the crazy shit. Gratitude, Keita. Child, y'all. They talking about some like when I traveled last night. I wore my mask just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel better. But Malika she's still sick, but she's better. Her husband is like down for the count right now, and she took him over, and they're saying it's the new variant. And we're gonna talk about that too. The new variant is called Kraken. So, hey everybody, I'm hungry as fuck. This shit, bro. We got to talk about some shit. Oh, there she goes. There her is. There she is.
Greetings.
Greetings. You know, get this conversation. This shit is bananas, bro. Like, okay, we got some people on here. Let's talk because this has to stop. Um, I'm gonna have to address you by name. I'm not gonna be able to be like, y'all need to stop. No, this has to be by name. So listen, Tiori, I'm gonna have to backtrack because I'm not understanding what's happening here. So Tiori, you came to my Las Vegas show, and at that point when I met you, we took pictures. You came to the dinner. We took pictures, and with all due respect, you seemed very normal. Okay. Um, I don't know where the switch happened. There's a switch that has taken place. There's a switch that has happened. And inside of that switch, when I had did the interview with Madoon, you had your friend texting me saying that Madoon was dangerous and that this was a dangerous situation, that Madoon coming on my platform was all about you. First of all, I'm gonna need you to check your narcissism and your ego at my door. Okay. So you said that Madoon coming on my platform was because he was really Sean Kilpatrick. If you don't know who Sean Kilpatrick is an NBA basketball player. Chase Malika, I think you're frozen. There you go. You said that Sean Kilpatrick has been stalking you, harassing you, that he's been coming under fake pages, stalking and harassing you, and that um listen, let me turn off my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Is it better now? It's better, Malika? Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
I'm just trying to. I didn't get in until the wee early of the mornings. And I've had to reschedule my sessions just so I can rest. Um, but I may need to repeat what the fuck I said because I feel my rage going up the more I'm talking. You feel me? Tiori, again, you came on, you sent me text messages after text message, and you're saying that you're blocked and you're trying to protect me, but I'm blocking you. First of all, how are you blocked when you just was texting me yesterday and I responded to you and you responded back to me? You came on and you texted me telling me that Madoon, a person that I interviewed on my platform, was Sean Kilpatrick, an NBA basketball player that you keep saying is stalking you, that he's created fake pages on dating websites to stalk you, and that you are really in Zynga, that you are in Zynga and that you are pregnant with the upcoming Yehuda. Um, and then you're saying that I prophesied it, ma'am. I told you that you would get pregnant again, that you was going to have another baby. I never prophesied that you was going to give birth to Yehuda. Then you text me yesterday this long passage, because that's what you keep doing. You keep texting me these long passages saying that this particular one. First it was Madoon, now it's Malika. You've You're saying that Malika is a snake. However you feel, you're entitled to that. And that you're trying to protect me from Malika because Malika is really using her husband. See, this is the shit I have a problem with. You said she's really using her husband, who she's been with for over 15 years. She's using him because she's really married to a man overseas, and that she has her whole family in on this, and that her husband is under the illusion, and that she's really a distraction, and that she has this other woman who says that she's Yehuda's wife, whose name is Winnie. You said that she and her are now in cahoots, and Malika set that all up. You're dangerous. You're a dangerous person. How did you go from winning the Yehuda challenge? Maybe that's what ticked in something. I don't know. You went from winning the Yehuda, if you asked me to challenge, you were one of our winners. Like, I think you were one of our main winners of that project. And then you came out to Vegas. Like, I'm not understanding when and where the cuckoo bird left this nest. It is the disrespect for me that you would bring her in and you attacked her. And then you and Malika had words today. So I brought Malika up so she can express herself, please.
So, first and foremost, I really don't care what anybody thinks about me. The only thing that I care about is the dynamics between the relationship that is me and my friend. And unless you are here, present within the dynamics, then it's irrelevant. Think what you want. You can ask governors. This isn't the first time that someone has said something about me. Someone just recently said something about me and Aubrey. And I was the first one to say, if they feel that they're moving and acting in protection of you, I can't fault them, because they're assuming from wherever they are and they're in protection of you. I do ask that they be real, though. If you're going to put comments in the comments, or if you're going to come into the chat and try to shift the frequency, just let it be known who you are and who you're speaking about, so that that person can have the ability to respond to you in defense of themselves. So when I saw the comment today under the video, first of all, I was pissed off, because the only thing that you need to say in this moment, if you're in true protection of governance, is feel better. How can I help you get better? I hear that you're not feeling good. Aside from that, don't ever fucking talk about my family. That's what you don't do. That's what you don't do, because you could never have what's here, and that's what's really burning you to your core. And I'm really going to sidestep and take it easy, because I realize how off kilter you are. And I realize that although you've convinced yourself that you are pregnant with a certain being, that you are still pregnant. And I pray for that child. And I pray that you get it together before the child gets here. It's knowing that you would text. Your text between governess and you is not my business. However, as my friend is going to let me know, because the really sad part is when I saw you in Las Vegas, I told my husband, that's a really cute girl. Wow, she put herself together well. I like her energy when she walked in. She's so loving. For you to then come around, I'm not going to take too much time on you, because I have my husband to take care of, but I need you to make it make sense. If I'm against governance, and it's like what I said in the comments. So what you're saying the plan was, is somehow, because governance had to stop before she came here. So somehow, all those miles away, I made someone sick so that they would be in the state of contagion by the time governance visited there. I made them give it to her so that she could get here when she was still not feeling good. And then I made my whole family sick stop my business in its tracks because I can't pack any orders. I'm not going to put my clients at risk. So now I have to delay all of my shipments for a week because of the experience. It's now passed down to my family's house up the block because family members stop by to make soups and teas and dig
For
up
me,
herbs for governess.
and got sick.
Now we done moved the baby down to the other house to avoid her from getting it, but now it's spread to the other house. So please tell me how this works where I did something to governess within this. Other than take care of my friend from the minute she stepped off the plane because she wasn't feeling good.
It
Other
was
than my
very
husband doing the
forgiving.
same.
I've apologized, but she's like, no, no, no. I'm happy to take care of you, but I've made her whole house sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and someone who just stopped by to help me got sick too. Like the delusion of you would ever put your mouth to say whatever. I've had to clear this up before. This is not a Maya J situation. I genuinely love Malika and her whole family. Like
Received and reflected.
her mom introduced Malika to me. Her mom is an avid watcher of mine. How dare you say that she has infiltrated my system and got her whole family in on this? Those are loving people. You've never even met them
At all. And
to
then
even put your mouth on them. I'm
I'm an occultist.
continuously.
I'm a part of an occult that is after y'all. I just want to make sure y'all know exactly what.
Yeah, please
I don't
say
want to
everything she said.
listen. I don't want to play too much on her top because again, I feel like this is very touchy waters. She's not in a healthy space, and I don't. As much as I want to, Kiki, I am worried. When I tell y'all I am worried, but according to Shorty, I am an occultist who is after governance, and I've been teeter-totting and I've been on the fence this whole time. Look, listen, we all know that we have to be aware of who we allow ourselves and our energies, um, who we allow them to be affected by. I'm not affected by her whatsoever. However, I find it absolutely disrespectful when you bring my family into it. So that's when I'm going to say there ain't no spray that can make you feel how I know I can make you feel if I put my hands on you or especially my words on you. So it doesn't even need to be a physical situation. And at this point, after going back and reading your comments, I don't even want to put my words on you because I don't want to hurt your feelings because I don't know how close you are to tipping because you're already at the edge if you haven't tipped already.
Can we go into what we talked about? How disrespectful it is that you feel like the powers that be is using me to get to you. Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, what work are you putting in out here in the fucking community that would ever match anything that I put in that you would say I'm being used to get to you, Tiori? It's the delusion and the disrespect that you would say that Madoon and Sean Kilpatrick and Malika are using me to get to you.
To get to
Like,
you
it's a delusion.
as if
'Cause who the fuck are you?
your connection with the deities and with spirit is grander than the individual that introduced you to it, and you would never even know what any of the teachings were if it wasn't for Quatita Dean. But she's being used. Listen, take several seats. Still buy tickets to watch the show, but take several seats. Mind your mouth and mind your thoughts. Because the level of protection that is on both sides of these boxes on this panel, that return to sender hits differently. And once you're on the scope, once you're on the target, and you've made the clear divide and the clear line, just know that return to sender hits differently. You're being disrespectful in so many ways and you don't even see it. Stop yourself while you're ahead. Stop yourself while you're ahead and take care of that baby growing inside of you and take care of your mental well being so that you can be the best mom that you can be for this child that you're birthing.
Malika is a different person than Quintita is because
We
Quintita
talked about that.
forward CPS messages and let them understand that you might not be in the best place to even raise the one that you have or birth the one that you're going to birth, because I don't play no fucking games, especially when it comes to the children. I'm gonna need you to sit back, relax, reevaluate, get this back in line, because your crazy is showing. And I don't like to use that word because it's disrespectful, but you have now brought the disrespect to me. And I overlooked it when you came to me about Madoon, saying this is how dangerous it is. See, Sean Kilpatrick, let me repeat this again, is a real person. He is
Mm-hmm.
an NBA basketball star that this woman is telling everyone his is chasing and stalking her. And that these people are pretending to be other people to get to her, because she says Sean Kilpatrick is under false personas like Madoon. She's saying Madoon, who I know, he sent me proof of who he is, right down to hospital records. But she's convinced that he came on my platform to get to her, even though she was never mentioned. Now you're saying that Malika has now infiltrated, not just to you saying you're in protection of me, but you're saying she's doing it to get to you. Am I misunderstood, Malika?
Not at all.
Because
No,
she's
but I
giving
mean, if it's
birth
not me,
to Buddha.
it's my husband overseas,
Yeah, because Malika's married to someone in a different state first. Then it turned it from a different state to overseas.
and my whole family is in on it.
And her
Protect the
whole
baby.
family is in on it. First of all,
Listen,
it's disrespectful to her husband. Why? Because her and I just had a conversation how much I love them. I even said if y'all was to ever break up, I would try to fix it, and cried. Like, why? What is going on? No, can we fix it? That's how much I love her and her husband, their dynamic and their relationship. Perhaps it is something that is setting inside of your soul that is not sitting right, because her husband washes her hair and does her hair. Are you fucking out of your mind, ma'am? Maybe it's because you don't have someone that's washing your hair and twisting your hair for you. The dynamic that you've never sat with and seen, like I've seen. The mother of her that you've never seen, that I've seen. That she is. Like the disrespect. If your delusions came out to be true somewhere down the line, I would need to check myself in. Do you know that?
both of us,
I
both
would
of
have to
us.
go check myself in.
Could you
I would
imagine? No, wait.
immediately stop
First,
reading.
wait. Please, before you check yourself in, come save me. Because if Ro was to find out I have this other husband in this other state or overseas, and I've been married and finagling, if that's a word, with whoever this is, you're gonna have to peel me off the floor. Nye would be hitting me in the back of my head with some kind of toy out her room, and Ro would have already taken care of me and laid me out. Because how? And the thing, to bring my whole, you don't even know my family. Why would you talk about me all you want? Don't talk about my family. Why would you ever think you were special enough to ever mention my family? That is so crazy to
So
me.
out of line and out of order. I responded to her yesterday, and I just simply said, none of what you're saying is true. And she said, I'm not here to convince you. I'm just happy that you got the message. But Tiori, for you to then go put it in my chat, and she sees it in the comments, you went and put it in my chat. I never even seen it.
And then put in the comments, she put in there that you've blocked her and she hasn't been able to get in contact with you, but you just spoke to her yesterday.
Just literally just spoke to me yesterday.
So now you lying to me about me, and now you lying to me about governess in governess chat that you know she's gonna see. How, in the comments, sorry, that you know she's gonna see. How does that make sense? Or it could be that this individual is that far gone. And again, I'm gonna tread lightly on that because I don't know where the tipping point is. I don't, and I know, governess can be governess is gonna get you all the way with it. I still have a lot of the love and light, and so I can't do certain things or say certain things. Governess is just gonna chop your head off and let you
Because
have
I
it.
act inside of my Adina. And
Mm-hmm.
listen, you really wanted me to be inside of my spirit activation of my Yehuda instead of Adina, but I'm not. I'm always going to act inside of Adina first. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you got me completely fucked up, bro. Now you're not blocked, but as of today, in like 5 minutes, you definitely are. And you've texted me from numerous numbers. I went through them yesterday because I just could not understand. You had your friend texting me, talking about some you were. This is serious. She is in danger because Madoon is not really Madoon. He is really Sean Kilpatrick. Like, stop putting other people in your fucking delusions, bro. I'm gonna keep repeating your name, Tiori. Tiori. Stop it. You and Chanel, what's that girl? Chanel Hughes, whatever the fuck. Like, I went back and watched one of my lives where I said people are burning black candles trying to do work on me, and I'm laughing about it. And the girl put in the chat, the girl, what's her name? Chanel, she Hughes. She put in the chat, but why are you burning candles against me? Crying emojis. Like, what are you people fucking hearing? Take your fucking delusions somewhere else. Never ever bring that bullshit to me again, because I'm gonna talk to you with such disrespect. Like, I don't even give a fuck if you were ever a supporter nor follower. Take your bullshit and your fucking delusions somewhere else, bro. Take it somewhere else. I promise you, nothing in my life has anything to do with in any of y'all. Nothing. Nothing in my life has it. Don't ever watch this program, this platform. Never come here. Never support. Never watch it again. Never. That goes for Tiori and Chanel Hughes.
And if I could just give a quick disclaimer. Again, this is not the first time that someone has said something. And the first time I actually called governess and I was laughing. I was like, ooh, I got a hater. I'm excited because they say when you got a hater, that means you coming up.
Now you have
So
two. Please don't call me Queen. My name is Quatita.
let's stop it. Listen, why would you be called? Okay. I don't want anybody to get this twisted or make it seem like, oh, somebody said something about Malika. And so, no, that's not what this is, because it's happened before and nobody ever heard about it because I'm not that pressed on it. But when psychosis seems to be involved, when I have to worry, how much do you love and feel like you're protecting? Is it a dangerously in love situation? I've been in the same room with you.
That's what I keep saying. Well, so when did you pick it up? She keeps saying I read it on her. She can't hide it from me. You was
Was it
in
when you were
two separate
smiling
rooms.
and saying hi? Was it that at the event? Like when? And that worries me because I've now let you
Oh my
into
god.
my immediate space. You okay?
Girl. Oh god.
Oh, it's the
Oh.
worst part. Okay. I've let you into my immediate space. I've allowed your energy to gain access to my immediate space with myself and my husband. And you could have brought that there, and I wouldn't have even been ready or prepared. I mean, we're always ready and prepared. But at the end of the day, simply stated, I don't want anybody to feel like they can't say Malika is doing something wrong. So I can't bring that to governance because she's going to shut me out. If you feel like my behavior is in any way, shape, or form incorrect, or I'm doing something wrong to the governance or whatever, please feel free to be in full protection and let me know. Because guess what I am? I'm a human and I'm learning, and I learn as I grow. We learn in our friendships. If there is something that I do and governance feels like, oh, Malika, you need to do that better, it's her right as my friend to say that. Same from me to her end. We do that. We have conversations about how we can be better people, right? We have conversations about how we can do better in protection of self. Governance has to check me all the time of not giving the best versions of myself to people who don't deserve it, and turning on the shadows and swords some more than I usually am capable of, to make sure I'm in full protection of myself. The conversations go both ways. So I'm open. If you feel like, okay, Malika, I mean, don't get too comfortable now. But I just don't want anybody to feel like, oh, this is a beat up on anybody who comes at Malika, because it's not that situation. When psychosis enters the room, when it seems like you're a danger to yourself and others, that is something that I cannot tolerate. That
Okay.
is something that
So I wanna validate what you're saying, because I don't want nobody to feel like, oh well, we can't come to governance and say, because that ain't it. Michelle 25, is that what it is?
mm-hmm.
She had put it in my comments and said that, oh, there was Maya J energy and she got her eyes on someone. And so my panel felt uncomfortable about that. They didn't like it. First of all, I'm going to tell y'all what I told Michelle. If you feel like that and you're in act of defense of me, come to me, or you bring it, and when you put it in my comments in my chat, you put a name on it. No indirectly doing that, saying things, being indirect. Like I told Michelle, you have every right to feel how you feel. And I so respect it. And I'm going to even hear you out if you bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? I never came on live and was like, Michelle 25, you. No, no, no. I had a conversation with her, and she says, do you not feel what I feel? And I said, I do not, because she had an issue with Malika and Aubrey. She felt like they were ops and they were trying to be seen, even though they're supposed to be seen. Or let's have the conversation. She felt like they were trying to be overseen, and she felt like they were like cutting me off speaking and different things like that. I told her I don't feel that energy. I don't see it. If you feel it and see it, I respect it. But my issue is, if you're going to put it in my chat, if you don't put a name on it, it's being messy to me. So if you're going to be messy directly and put a name on it. And she said she understood it and respected it. I told her Malika may address it. You know what I'm saying? But she said she was talking to Malika and Aubrey. Okay. So people have come to me. This is not the first time, but this is the first time somebody has said and put Malika's family in this, has gone over above and beyond. For me, that kind of shit is dangerous. You're
Mm-hmm.
telling people Malika has another husband. You don't know her husband. You don't know what his reaction may be. You don't know. You don't know how this may like be like. How do we not know that you think that her husband is Sean Kilpatrick? Like that
Oh.
shit is dangerous, that you keep even saying this man's name. You've put his name in the comments in my text thread. Like yesterday, even as of yesterday, saying this. You could cost this man his whole career with the league.
People have been taken down for less.
You're saying things that are dangerous. However you feel, you have that right to do so. But you are going over and beyond saying this woman is in the occult. Which occult would that be? Which one?
And that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna say some stuff, back it up and validate it with some proof. Show me who I am, because obviously I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. And even going back to that Michelle situation, governess, you remember when we spoke about it, I said, I'm not mad at her for protecting you.
Yes, you
People are
did.
gonna not like me, and maybe she feels something that with me that just doesn't connect to her. I'm not mad at her about that. But what I did say I was upset about is if your intuitions are telling you a lot of things, then your intuition should tell you also that this is the wrong place and the wrong time for you to put that information into the chat, where you can shift the energy when the focus is supposed to be, let's have the conversation. So while you're complaining that Aubrey and I are attempting to pull the attention away, or interrupting, or over talking, or whatever the case is, while you're stating that, you're doing exactly what it is you're thinking we're doing in the chat by putting that comment. Because for whatever reason, nobody saw it. Well, somebody saw it because it got back, but not a lot of the cousins saw it, because if they saw it, they probably would have shifted the comments or the commentary. And I'm glad that it didn't happen that way. But there's a time and place for everything. And
For
we never
sure.
spoke about it again. We never spoke
For
about
sure.
it again. But I appreciated the protection. And that's
For
the
sure.
first thing I said to governors. And I laughed it off and I said, yay, I got a hater. That means that I'm growing.
And I kept saying, no, she can't be talking about you. She may be talking about Aubrey, because Aubrey is new. You've been on the panel. You know what I'm saying? And she then said, no, I'm talking about Malika and Aubrey. And it's like, okay, well, you have that right to feel that way if that's how you feel, but put a name on it. Like,
That
you
was
know
it.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
if you're gonna say it, also say a name. Because at first I wasn't sure if it was me or Aubrey, but then when I had said something later in that episode, the comment had came up in the chat, "Girl, go away," right as I was talking. So I was like, nah, I feel like this one might be for me.
Yeah, and
this
she
one
even
might
said
this one
that
might just
comment
be for
wasn't
me.
for either one of y'all. She was talking to
Right. That
somebody
was for somebody else.
in the chat who saw what she said and responded to her, and she said that. For everybody that feels like you're in defense of me, why don't nobody ever reach out to me and let me know? You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm going to always respect your opinion. And I'm going to say, duly noted. I don't necessarily feel that. When the whole MJ situation happened, Yehuda was beating my throat down. Like, listen, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? That has not happened. You know, I feel bad that I didn't went and got her whole house sick, and here she is having to address you with a situation because you're saying that this was all a plot to do what? Her husband is super ill. He's sicker than I was. So to do what? Like, stop this. Stop it, people. Stop it. I don't know where it goes wrong. I don't know where the delusions happen at, but this has got to stop. This has got to
Absolutely.
stop. I apologize, Malika, that, you know, this has gone even further than what it went yesterday. So
You don't even have to apologize for that, governess, because this is not on you. And I think it's just important that it's spoken about because they out here. They are out here. They're out here. And that for me is the worry where you're walking around with malintent towards me and I might end up sharing space with you. I'm glad that you showed yourself so that we know exactly who's going to be in the space when I'm present and who is not,
yeah,
because that's frightening. And then to know that this is what governance is dealing with all the time. Even yesterday when we spoke about it, I said, I never thought that this could be reality. Y'all
and I
don't
told you,
know
I said I
how
deal with
many,
this a lot.
all the time. Listen, I have seen some things and some messages where I've been privy witness to just hearing phone calls come through and be like, what the fuck was that? Things that you would never assume. Like, governance is having to filter this all the time. I can't imagine how she processes it and still holds on. Like, her strength is beyond anything that most could ever bear. Because baby, I could not do it. I would have cut this live off a long time ago. Only access would have been through a cha-ching on the website. If you want to reach me, email me. I would have shut down and went into seclusion a while back. They out here.
Her and her husband just witnessed someone call me, and when I answered the phone, he said, "Who this?" And I said, "You called my phone." Oh, you do readings? How do I book your read? How much is they? And I told the website, "Oh, so do you live here or do you live there?" And I gave him where the fuck I live at. I live here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Like, he called under a different guise as if he wanted to know about my sessions, but really his intent was to find out where I lived at. And I told him.
Was hitting the questions back to back as if he thought that he was fooling somebody, and then slid that question in real quick and hurried up and got off the phone. That's the weirdest shit ever.
Her and her
Roche stood
husband
up
was
like he
looking
was ready
like,
to fight. I'm looking like, hold on, wait a minute. We got more conversation to have. What are we doing? What do you mean, get off the phone? No, 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 no. Let's talk. Let's figure this out. I don't even know. I'm just grateful. Let me give gratitude to my friend real quick. Hey, Clotilde.
Hey, Malika.
I am
Gratitude
grateful.
for caring for me and helping me
Ashe.
through this. Because we found out that we had the Kraken, which is the new variant of the vid.
Confirmed this rising. We are cracking up. Um, I give gratitude for you always holding space. And I give gratitude for you continuing to teach us, even when you are not feeling at your best, you still find the energy for us. I give gratitude, especially of late, for you showing us how caring for yourself is the best way to show others how to care for you. I appreciate you for raising our bars, for setting them higher than we ever even thought that they could be. I appreciate you for making us stand firm and stick to what it is that we know we deserve, and also opening doors and lessons and teachings that would never have been open for us based on who we are as a Melanite people. And you have continuously brought that to our forefront. I refuse to end this conversation right before I go and pour this tea down my husband's throat. Hopefully, he can hold it down. Um, I refuse to get out of this conversation or leave this conversation with the topic being on anything or anyone outside of the energy and the frequency that you set for us, which is high at all times and at our highest and the best. I love you. I love you. I
I love
love
you
you.
too.
And cousins, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm on the StreamYard on the phone, so we don't get to see that. But I love you all. And for those who don't like me, I love you too. I love you too. And I appreciate you as always, as long as you are in stance of protection for governance without the psychosis. I appreciate you. And I love you. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Gratitude, governance.
Gratitude. Tell Roy I hope he feels better
I will. I
today.
will. I'll tell him. All right. I love you so
I
much.
love you too. Talk
All
to you
right.
soon.
Peace. Talk soon. Peace.
Y'all, this shit is crazy. This variant, like me even traveling um last night, this rising, um I wore my mask. I put on the mask just because I don't think that I'm still contagious, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been a few days and the physician said that after so many days you're no longer contagious, but this is also what they said. If you've never had the vid before, this variant will attack your system in a different way and will shut you down. Um, it's called the Kraken. They've released the Kraken. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? This is craziness. Like, one of her family members has stopped over to give me some herbs to make a tea, and he told me he would cook and send the food. He literally barely stepped through the door. He hugged Malika, hugged her husband. I told him, like, don't get close, or I would have, showed him some love as well. Sick as of this rising. Like, gratefully, like I said, her daughter, her son has not been afflicted with it. But I wore my mask just to, be sure that I'm not, you know what I'm saying, not doing anything to anyone else. But it's like, damn, he did stop over like probably 2 days before I left, prior to me leaving. And it's like craziness, craziness, how quickly this spreads quickly. And I'm like, it was amazing. It was amazing. You know, You say the Kraken is too squipplish and the mer deities are fighting in the ocean. It's possible because I think that's where the thing is supposedly at. I don't know. I don't know that for a fact. But it's possible. You know, they're fighting the genomes because they keep doing some crazy shit like this shit here. You know, you said it's been 4 weeks, still not 100. Man, we got to protect our immune systems. And I know a lot of people said they have really good immune systems and they were taken down by it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, protect your immune systems, get your immune systems back up to where they need to be, by eating what you should eat, drinking what you should drink. I have a lot of phlegm that I keep coughing up. Um, but I'm just trying to get my rest in today. Um, so, because I think I'm going to go ahead and cancel Let's Have a Conversation Wednesday because people are still not to their top. And I'm going to pick back up my sessions. I had to reschedule my sessions until Thursday and Friday just so I can, continue to rest and get myself back to being 100, but then I got to deal with this kind of foolishness, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely going to go and get me some because I think I do got some turmeric and some ginger in there. I got some raw honey, different things that I had already gotten before I had left due to the allergies that I was dealing with. Child, that shit really pissed me off. It really did. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their right to feel however they feel about whatever, whomever. And you can even say it to me, but all of the long delusions, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the first person that will tell you about a long setup. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that MJ was a long setup, but this is not that. Like, Spirit, why would Spirit give you something? Because she kept saying, ask the governor, ask the governor. I don't have to ask the governor anything. He brings it to me. Like he brought it to me about them. I just was not accepting of the information that he kept giving to me. He was beating me down with it. I don't have to go and ask. I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, child, that shit really pissed me off, bro. Like, you're a dangerous person, girl. You're a dangerous person. I honestly feel like you shouldn't be giving birth to anyone else. I never told you you was gonna give birth to you. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Anyway, yeah, he brings it to me, and that's what he was very, sidetracked about because he kept saying, "Why are you not listening to me? I keep telling you, don't have her here with you. Send her home." It was me who was not listening. Me who was like, "I need you to stop, bro. Stop, stop." I think people get sidetracked, like, cause she had sent a video or sent me a link or something at one point, like she was doing a session or she was talking to someone and she was recording herself, and you could see her lights influxing and going up and down like it does in my videos. And so she was like, "You and I are the same." No, the fuck we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. You are you and I am me, you know? So Gila, man, when you doing my fucking interview, bro? When is we doing this interview, Sohila? Yeah, it's the delusions, bro. And the obsessions. Yeah, like stop. Like you are you and I am me. Like whatever your spiritual gift is, that's your spiritual gift. However your soul is awakened and moves, that's how it is. I don't know why everybody want to stand in my fucking shoes. You know what I mean? You say I haven't forgotten about you, been going through it, man. Come on, man. People out here like need to know they not the only one. So healing, you know, we need your interview. We need this conversation. So those that I had to reschedule, please know I'll be back fully on top Thursday and Friday, ready to go. Um, I gotta take care of other business. Ciao. This is craziness. Says yes, onions brings up the film. What do I do? Boil it? And no, I gotta get up and blow my nose. I haven't even done anything yet. I can feel it building up. I need to cough it out, spit it out. I need to blow my nose, all of it. Um, do I boil the onions and drink it like a tea? I don't know how that's gonna taste. Get better so we can do it in person. Now you want to do it in person. Now you want to do the interview in person. So he like, okay. Well, I do feel a lot better. Like honestly, I do. It feels like it's still in my sinuses or something, you know. So I gotta get up. I gotta make some phone calls real quick and stuff, and get some things taken care of. I'm gonna move about a little bit. Um, say garlic, chop it up, add it to tea. Yes, flavor. Okay, boil it. Okay. Do that for my father-in-law. Some only new tea helps too. Okay. Well, it's gonna be back to business very soon, you guys. I love y'all to life. Um, Again, for those who are on the list and I have not gotten to you, please text me and put on the list haven't gotten my session. Just text it so I can find you. Even if you want to put your cash app or however you pay, so I can go through and it'll make it easier when I'm going to validate and verify who you are. So if you're on my list and I have not gotten to you, please send me a text message so I'll know so I can put that down for you. And when I get back up and doing the list readings, I'll be back to you, okay? Gratitude, everybody. Love y'all to life.